In today's video, I have got a challenge for you to take, which is going to give you some real insights as to what you do through impact and where maybe you need to do some improvements during your practice. Welcome back to a cold and wintry Forest of Arden. This golf course is certainly looking a little bit different to what it looked like a few months ago. All the trees are shedding their leaves, the bracken is dying, and it's definitely getting towards real winter conditions. But we're going to do a little exercise. I'm going to set you a challenge in this video, which is going to give you a little bit of indication about what kind of golf swing you have and maybe where you need to put some work in during practice. If you are new to my channel, if this is one of your first videos, I would love you to consider subscribing. It is free. There's videos like this one coming each and every week. All areas of the game, just helping you to improve your game and enjoy your time out on the golf course. There is a link below the video. There is also a link at the end of the video which will allow you to do just that. So here is the challenge. You're going to take a 7-iron or something very similar, and you're going to do this in practice. Get the ball teed up, and the challenge very simply is to hit the ball as far as you can with that 7-iron, whilst keeping the golf club on the follow through lower than your shoulder height. So you can see how this golf club would be around about shoulder height here. As soon as that club goes past shoulder height, that's classed as a fail. So the idea is take your setup, hit the ball as far as you can, but the golf club needs to stop at shoulder height. What's this going to do? Well, let's go ahead and go through two examples first, and then we can go through a little bit about what this might do for you in your golf swing and the information it might provide you with. So when I do this in practice with clients, what do I tend to see? I tend to see the golfer maybe only achieving 30 yards before that club starts to go above shoulder height. So let me give you that example. So I don't know if you can see the kind of red tees in front of me, but they're around about 30 yards. So we'll often see kind of that. So you can definitely see how the club head has gone above shoulder height. That ball has maybe gone 30 yards. So if that was a golfer, we kind of say, okay, the maximum distance that you can hit the ball is around about 30 yards before that club starts to go above shoulder height. So there's your total 30 yards. So what would we tend to see from a golfer who plays this game to maybe a higher standard? So a better golfer, someone who maybe delivers the club more efficiently, maybe has more power, but certainly has the ability to shoot lower scores. We would tend to see that golfer have the ability to hit the ball much further. So difficult for me to say how far that's gone, but I reckon that's around about maybe 120 yards or so, but certainly much further than that first example, maybe some 4 times as far. So why was I able to do that differently in that second example? What was the difference? Well, it was really how we controlled the golf club through impact and which kind of body parts we were using. The first example, I was very much using my hands and my arms to hit that golf ball. When I use my hands and my arms this way, I don't have the ability to what we call decelerate the golf club particularly well. So I hit the ball, it goes 30 odd yards, and the club it accelerates up past my shoulder. That was the first example. The second example, I was really trying to feel like I used my body rotation, my body extension to create the energy in the golf club. So what you would have seen in that second one was very much a rotation, an extension, keeping the club lower than the shoulder height. This is what we would tend to see happening through impact from the best golfers, the Rory McIlroys, the Dustin Johnsons, the Justin Thomases, those kind of golfers who play this game to such a high level, have huge amounts of speed and power, but they also have huge amounts of control with that. When I use my body that way, I feel like I've got a huge amount of control. That second shot there, I felt like I could hit that pretty straight on a great flight, pretty consistently. The first example, even though it went 30 yards, I feel it's going to be a lot more inconsistent because of how I'm delivering the golf club to the ball. So your challenge is get to the range, see how far you can hit the ball with a mid-iron, keeping the club lower than shoulder height on the way through. Your goal in practice is that distance that you can achieve. Each time, try and make it a little bit longer. So if you can only hit it 30 yards, that's fine, but let's see if we can get that to 40 yards. Let's see if we can get that to 50 yards, 60 yards, 70 yards. Start to squeeze that distance out by controlling the golf club a little bit more with the body, trying to take out some of your arms. Ultimately, what we would like to do is hit the ball with the body and the arms at the same time. The issue I see so often is that golfers are using very much their hands and the arms, they're not using the body. This little drill is going to change that over. It's going to get you to use all body, no arms. Great to start to change that process and get a better understanding about what you need to do through impact in order to be more consistent and also more powerful. So let me know in the comments box, how did you get on in that challenge? Post your distances down below. Don't be ashamed if it's a short distance. Let me know what you did. It'd be interesting to see if you can improve that in practice. I really think that's going to help you out on the golf course with everything: strike, flight, consistency, speed, distance, all those things that we would like to help us play the game better and enjoy our time out on the course. Right, thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate your view. Comments box down below, like button, and also over here, my logo. Click on that. That will allow you to be a free subscriber. More content like this coming each and every week. Thank you for watching. We'll see you back here again soon.